can ensure this principle of health, like addition of organic manure, compost, and biofertilizers to the soil, then of crop rotation with legumes, particularly for increasing nitrogen availability and controlling weed and insect disease. Then, of course, we can have the good health for animals by providing the nutritive fodders. Then, coming to the principle of ecology, it says that it should organic agriculture should be based on living ecological system and cycles and work with them, emulate them, and help sustain them. In this principle or in this category, we can ensure by adopting various actions like recycling of crop residue, adoption of integrated farming system to attain and maintain ecological balance by utilizing byproducts of one component as input for the other component. Then efficient management of materials and energy in order to maintain and improve environmental quality and conserve resources. And third principle is principle of fairness, that organic agriculture should build on relationship that ensure fairness regarding the common environment and the life opportunities. Here we can say that food security to all the farm laborers we can ensure, likewise ensuring fairness at all levels for all parties like farmers, workers, processors, distributors, traders, and consumers. Then even farm animals should be provided with the conditions and opportunities of life that accord with their physiology, natural behavior, and well-being. Coming to the last principle, that principle of care, and according to that, the organic agriculture should be managed in a precautionary and responsible manner to protect the health and well-being of current and future generations and the environment. Under these principles, we have to adopt traditional and indigenous knowledge-based farming practices that can ensure healthy, safe, and ecological sound farming. Then protecting the long-term fertility of soils by maintaining organic matter levels, encouraging soil biological activity, and careful mechanical interventions. Then decisions should reflect the values and needs of all who might be affected through transparent and participatory process. So these are the core principles of organic agriculture. Then how we can ensure the better, you can say, the farming and for this is the triple A system. Triple A, this reflects agriculture, animal husbandry, and aquaculture. If we have the integration of all these components, definitely one component's byproducts will be the input for other, and this system ensure that farmers don't need to any input from outside, and likewise if we have all these type of components, they can fulfill their household needs from particularly this system, and of course the life will be the good and happy. So these each components are interrelated and interdependent. Here in our country, we have developed one integrated organic farming system for small valley lands, that for only small land of 0.4 hectare. Under this, we have different components. Here I have just shown few pictures, and these components is having crops like cereal, pulse, oilseed, vegetables, fruits. Then we have one dairy component with one milk cow and one cow. Similarly, we have composite fishery unit, and of course, vermicomposting, then FYM, of course, this phosphate, rock phosphate, and liming, because we have the acidic soils. And if you see, the maximum net return is contributed by the crop component followed by the dairy. And if we see the net return, it is giving an Indian rupees 71,442. If we convert this to per hectare, it is around 1,65,000. And if we compare with this the farmers' practice area, farmers usually what they are doing, they are just keeping their fat fallow after this rice, or they are just cultivating small scale vegetables. So if we compare with the returns from these two farmers' practice, which is quite high. In the same way, we have also calculated this energy dynamics, and the energy use efficiency is maximum in crop component, followed by this horticulture crops, and then this dairy component. And also this system is generating employment and around 220 man-days per year. In the same way, we have also calculated this nutrient supply balance, and the system is very much in self-reliance, because if you see the nitrogen, around 96% of required nitrogen, the system within the system we can manage, and likewise 83% of P2O5 and 100% potassium requirement we can maintain without the within the system. No need to buy anything from the outside. So these are some of the policy supports that we need from government side. The first and you can say the main thing is that we are convincing the farmer to switch to the organic farming system. But in the first and second year, there is reduction in yield. So farmers, they are not going to accept this approach, but there should be some support from government side, or maybe some subsidy to just you can say the accommodate the yield loss that farmer is facing. Otherwise, from third year, fourth year onwards, they are getting almost similar yield levels. And we have the you can say the deficiency or non-availability or the less availability of this bio inputs like biofertilizer, pesticide, and bioagents for composting. So there should be some support for the industry. Then, of course, likewise, these bio inputs, we have the very you can say the non-availability of quality planting material of the organic origin, particularly seeds and piglet, chicks, fish fingerlings from the organic origin we are not having right now from the you can say certified sources. Then there is need to establish some preliminary processing units at the production site or the farmer you can say farmer level or village level, so that we can adopt the policy of not to sell as raw material, because a certain initial processing we can have so that we can save the perishable items like fruits. Then if you see the organic food market, it is very in a you can say nascent stage in India, that the proper marketing network between the cities and the domestic markets, that is the need of our, and of course regular supply and consistency of quality necessary from premium price that is required for organic product. Coming to the follow-up actions, I have just taken suggestion from other my group friends also, and we have finalized that definitely we will submit one office project report after completion of this program. And we are going to publish some newspaper or magazine articles from the learnings of our from this project. Then we will apply this technique for improving our job performance and organizational capacity. Then definitely will deliver a lecture and presentation on this topic. Then I am particularly planning for a national or international conference from the same week, and I hope that I will be supported from APO side also.
Yeah.
Then
Thank you.
Improving panel. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we got your point, and we will discuss about the follow-up action plan later. Thank you very much, Group C. So may I request Group D now? Sanjay, can you close your presentation file?
Yeah, definitely. Yes.